noo'dells. Check. Listen, man. This is what I'm doing. I'm fitting. I got some time, man. So I'm on some. I'm trying to see who gonna, should I say, stimulate my mind, or shit, at this point, stimulate my mind, challenge me, debate, bless me with some type of information. That's where I'm at. I'm gonna see what's going on, man. You feel what I'm saying? Because people are jumping here, then they'll leave out. You feel what I'm saying? I guess I guess, I don't know, you might get nervous because you might be the only one that jump in this thing, right? So I'm on some different type of time. I'm trying to see if anybody gonna tap in with me, and let's talk about it. But until then, I'm gonna bring up something. I'm gonna bring up something, right? I know Disney ain't. I mean, we all know now that Disney, some, they got hidden agendas with the whole, even with the person who founded it, right, and everything. But I was thinking about some of them Disney movies though, right? I was thinking I'm like how they hit. I'm talking about when you was single digits. Some shit, some people was double digits even. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, I mean, I grew still in double digits watching them, but I'm saying, when I first was introduced, to Disney, that was everything to me. You dig what I'm saying? And I was thinking about a movie, man. I was thinking about, like, damn, Beauty and the Beast. Now I can go on for days. You know what I mean? I could go on for hours, rather. You know what I mean? Talking about, like, the Disney movies, you know what I'm saying, from Aladdin. Like, I was watching it. I'm talking about, I was watching these things every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Let's not even begin with Lion King. But I'm just gonna throw this out there while nobody's here. You feel me? And I want to see if see who gonna tap in. And I know YouTube is a way big platform. You feel what I'm saying, to be even going live more. You feel what I'm saying, but I feel like I got it, man. Like, I ain't even. I don't. I know I got it, to be honest. Like, I don't need. Like, even if it's one person that's about to interact with me, but it's saying like people be scared or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying live, like, off the top. Like, I ain't even, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I read and all that, but I'm going raw. Like, I ain't. So I'm not writing this stuff down. I'm not rehearsing this stuff, man. This stuff just off the top, right? And y'all can even challenge me, but nobody ever does. Piff. Uh, Anywho, man, I was just thinking about the Beauty and the Beast, man. And I was just thinking about how dope of a cartoon movie that is, man. Like, just movie. I mean, we know it's a cartoon. I'm talking about the original one. I'm talking about the original Beauty and the Beast from Disney, the cartoon. I don't know, because I know enough is new under the sun. It might have been a book that came out way before Disney, and then they just did the cartoon on it. Which probably that sound about right. You know what I mean? But anywho, but the Beauty and the Beast, man. And I have nothing. You know what I mean? I have nothing to elaborate on that. Like, it's not no. I'm not making no correlation with anything. I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking the surface level. Like, when that came out, right, and you sat and watched that as a child. Be it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean? And and just all the emotions, and that you went through, like, watching it, right? And maybe the gems that you even picked up even as a child, right? And mind you, I'm being pure about it. I'm being genuine. I'm not talking about because the cartoonists that was drawing, these Disney characters, they was drawing vulgar symbols inside of them. You know what I mean? Phalluses, um, uteruses, vaginas. You know what I mean? They would draw that first, then you draw the character around it, because our subconscious picked this stuff up. You feel what I'm saying? Something that innocent kids don't know nothing about. We not even thinking nothing about that. It's Parents not even thinking of nothing about this, but but you know, these people had certain information, you know, and they was, you know, that's how the deck's been stacked against us. You feel what I'm saying? Like they possess this information. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not even talking about that. I mean, we can get into that. You feel what I'm saying? Um, but just watching like the Beauty and the Beast, man, like, wasn't it dope though? Like, man, what? It made, I'm thinking about it, man, and it made me just want like, dang, like I kind of want to watch it, like, and I'm talking about the Disney version, mind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of want to watch it, like right now, today. I'm pushing 40, man. Right? I'll be 40 this year. Actually, I gotta keep throwing that out there, man, cause I'm not. I know, I know. That black don't crack. I'm knowing, I'm knowing. Um, yeah, I was born in '86, right? So that kind of give y'all, that even give it a better, you know, perspective of you. So when I'm 5, 6, 7, you know what I mean, this is the early 90s, 91, 92, 93. You feel what I'm saying? 93, I'm 7 years old in 93. You know, you feel me? 95, I'm 9, right in the middle of, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm an 80s baby. But I was just thinking about, like, dang, watching the Beauty and the Beast. I think the first time I watched it, like, I ain't really like, and I'm thinking as that time, like, I ain't really, like, it was cool, but I ain't really, like, it was like, oh, man, it ain't my favorite. But then but I still would watch it multiple times. Like, we had all the Disney movies. My grandmother would give us all the Disney movies. You feel what I'm saying? Little fruit fly. Yeah. Watch me get a body before it's over with. Yeah, man. Every week she bringing in, you know, 2, 3, you know what I mean, Disney movies. You feel what I'm saying? And I remember when the Lion King. Anyway, let me get back to the. Like I said, there's no particular point where I'm going to. I just want to say if anybody gonna tap in with me. But anywho, I'm gonna keep on talking because it's getting posted, and I might deviate to something else. But man, watching Beauty and the Beast, like just the concept, like, you know what I mean. They had this dude who was cursed, you know what I mean, because he was ugly in the inside. You feel what I'm saying? He had everything. He had all the riches and all that. They give you the gems. Like, he had everything he wanted, as far as not just monetary. But what we gonna say? As far as uh what's the word I'm looking for? There's a certain word I'm looking for. I ain't about to, yeah, man. Yeah, you know, I hate when I get to that. My mind, I'm always taking in stuff, so I be having brain farts or whatnot. Um, he had everything worldly possible, like anything of this world, basically societal things. That's basically what they saying worldly, really. Yeah, man. You know how I'm breaking it down anyway. You feel what I'm saying? But anything, everything worldly, every worldly gain possible for us, the money, all the superficial things, all the, you know, he had a mansion, he had everything, right? But he was ugly in the inside, and somehow he got into it with somebody, and they cursed him to be just as ugly on the outside, right? That you was inside, of having all this, everything that you could possibly imagine, right? That people be still, you know, they praying and hoping and wishing that they can have. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that's everything. You know what I'm saying? But he had all of that and still was one of the nastiest persons you can run across, right? Then he had to teach him a lesson, and so they made him just. And mind you, and it's a little tidbit that I forgot. I'm leaving out is that he wasn't you know, he was attractive, right? He wasn't an ugly person on the outside. You know what I mean? He might have been someone, all the ladies, the princesses, you know what I'm saying, would dream that he would choose them, right? So he was handsome, but he was ugly on the inside. So he got cursed. They made him just as ugly Yeah, man. As ugly he was on the inside, they made him look on the outside, right? And for a minute, that still ain't changing, mind you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause now he just extra bitter. You feel what I'm saying? He was already ugly in the inside. He still had everything he wanted. You feel what I'm saying? But no, he had nobody. Nobody loved him. Nobody was around. You dig what I'm saying? Nobody was around. You feel what I'm saying? So now he just was extra bitter. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was already this type of person anyway. I mean, so now in this head, he just was even more the reason to be like, now I'm about to be, get away. I'm scared. Kill you. I'm going to murder you. Whatever. You know, rah, rah, rah. But the gems that be hitting up in these movies, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a gem on top of a gem. You know what I'm saying? Granted, like some, some little girl, you know what I mean, broke up in there. He said that he wound up growing this little infatuation with the girl, and it taught him how to use his heart. You know, use his heart. Like what's in this, what's inside. Like it's a real thing. You dig what I'm saying? like, like, like people be so nasty, right inside, and they don't understand. Like, granted, because they ain't get cursing. You know, they ain't. Some people, you know what I mean? Because they lucky that they don't look like what they look like in the inside, right? But you still get around certain people that they don't understand, like it's what's inside that count. So as a so-called attractive as you might think you are, that the world view you, if you get around certain people that can see through all that, when you ugly in the inside, even though the world view you as how you might be attractive, this is male or female, don't matter what type of person you is, right? But when you get around certain people who see past that, you feel what I'm saying? See past that this bullshit, this societal crap. That's how they're gonna view you of how ugly you are inside. So it's easy for people to not to want to be around you, to sit there and like they ain't got to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? Like 'cause that's fake. Like people, people talk about low small minded people talk about other people. You dig what I'm saying? I'm talking about a broad scale of a whole, broad scale or something. Relax, Kyra. Come on. You interrupted my. That's my bodyguard right there. Anywho, you're going to get around certain people that it don't matter how attractive that the world view you. You see that correlation, worldly. You can say that the world view you. You feel what I'm saying? That person or them people, they're gonna see you for what's inside, like how ugly you are, and then you can't. It ain't no time once they can see that, because you can only uh perpetrate for so long, right? Because people claim like they this, they that. You feel what I'm saying? And nobody's perfect, right? I'm just saying it's just a point that I'm deep like that. They only gonna see you for that, like, and they can't unsee it neither. Cause once they see that true you, like, oh, this person is this person is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? That's how they gonna see you. You feel what I'm saying? That's how they gonna see you. So you might think you got the best. Oh, I'm killing it today. But this person see you for what you really are. I mean, you're a festering sore inside, and now that's how you're being viewed through the eyes of this person. You feel what I'm saying? Now I'm about to get a little deeper. Let me change my aesthetic real fast. There's nobody's here, and it doesn't matter because it's still getting posted. All right, I'm gonna do this for a little minute. I want to see like if I'm gonna get some. I want some live action. I want to see somebody holler at me in the chat. Typically, I would go live like I was on a basketball court. Like I was telling y'all. That's why I posted my last video. So when I post this, if it even get posted. Like, cause I posted my last live video when I was on the court and I was killing, man. I'm talking about from Long D. I know it was over 50%. It was probably a cool 50, 59, 63% probably. You know what I'm saying? Like averaging out of all the shots. You know what I mean? And I hit like 7 in a row. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about in one time. You feel me? But I was still hitting. You know, I was hitting. I miss hitting that. But I'm talking about all along. I'm not talking about the free throws. That don't even count. You feel what I'm saying? That's easy. I was shooting left free throws, but I was putting too much game, too much game. Let me change my aesthetic real fast. This made me feel like They Live. You know what I'm saying? They Live, and this is showing my age again, cause I think They Live came out in like the '80s, if I ain't mistaken. But did that come out before I was born? I'm gonna say that came out like '88 or something like that. It might have came out before then, right? It might have came out before then, right? But he put the glasses on and he only can see people for what they really was, right? Whoever in there, I mean, please drop a comment, like whoever you is, you know what I'm saying, like, or, you know what I mean, or it's no point, you know what I mean, and just like that, they gone, you feel me? But, I don't know, y'all keep jumping in here, like, drop a comment, I can't, cause I can't see who you is, so, like, I want some feedback, so we can talk about something, but I'm gonna finish saying what I was saying, cause I had making this correlation with the Beauty and the Beast. But then I had talked about something when I put these just to change the aesthetic. You feel what I'm saying? It made me feel like They Live, and this is showing my age because They Live came out in like '88 or before, right? And They Live, he put a pair of glasses on and he synced people for what they were, like it was aliens or whatever. He was grabbing a book and he was seeing the messages that they was portraying, like the media. You feel what I'm saying? Like They Live was really like so much truth in it, right? It was like a documentary, but people don't, they put the stuff in the movies. You dig what I'm saying, right? And it was so funny. It was just so funny, like what I mean. You had the honor. I mean, but that movie really aged so well. If you conscious at all, if you even this bit of conscious, I mean, like it's so cool. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't got the. I just wanted to, yeah, I was just trying something different. But when I put these on, it just made me just think about. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to the point. I was talking about Beauty and the Beast, right? Even though I'm gonna post this regardless, you feel what I'm saying? But whoever's in here, you feel what I'm saying? Let me get you privy. I was talking about the Beauty and the Beast. I was talking about Disney movies, but there'd be so many gems and like the Beauty and the Beast. And like how the Beast, right? He got cursed because his heart was so black. You feel me? He was so nasty that he wound up getting cursed to be as ugly he was inside, outside, and he was a handsome fellow. He had all worldly gains. You know what I mean? Anything you can imagine, he had. He had the mansion, all the money, whatever he wanted, but he was still ugly inside, right? So he got cursed to be this beast, to make him just as ugly as he was in the inside, right? So so I was kind of talking about that, and I was saying that like people, when you get around people who's not so societal, and you know what I mean, and just caught up on, oh, well, this person look good, or this person do that for me, and you know what I mean, that's how you're gonna get viewed. You're gonna get you know what I mean, that particular, and it's not a lot. Granted, society's so effed, so I'm gonna try to keep these curses down. Effed, y'all know what I'm saying when I say effed. You know what I mean? So screwed that, and that's what I'm saying. Like somebody came in, like, I don't know why you coming in not to say nothing. You could have been left. Whoever that was, I can't. I don't know. I don't know who that was. Probably somebody I don't know. Um, but I've said, even if you just jump in, man, just drop a comment. You know what I mean? I don't, even if it's negative, I'm gonna chop you up. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, sophisticated. You did. I'm gonna chop you up. Maybe let me put these back on. You know what I'm saying? Because people like to see spectacles and all that. I should put my chain on. I'm not though, because I'm already chilling. You dig what I'm saying? Let me put these on. Alright. So that person only gonna see you for who you truly are. You feel me? Oh, and this is actually kind of cool, because then y'all get to see like kind of what I'm watching. And I'm not gonna say what I'm watching, right? But it's actually something dope that I did come up watching, probably in my, a little older than my Disney stint, right? but my teens, middle school type time. But anywho, and when people so stuck on, like, they be so societal, they stuck on like how society treat them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh this, oh yeah, you supposed to do this, or buy me this and this, that, oh yeah, worship, worship the ground I walk on. That's because when you a societal person going to do that because they just thinking of societal gains. You know what I'm saying? Oh well, yeah, you look good on my side. Oh, this a bad B, or this a boss dude, right? And so they go through. They let you carry them however you know, because societal it looks like it looks decent. You know what I mean? But when you got people that's not, that's as far from society as it's gonna get. You feel me? And they don't understand that because they so caught up in society. You feel me? They don't understand that. Yo, I don't like. Do you know? Like, are you? Do you? How do you look at yourself? You feel what I'm saying? Like, are you? Do you realize like how you acting and or like what's inside? Like what you putting out in the universe? You feel because it's not nothing good. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I'm talking about for these nasty, black-hearted individuals that's out. And I'm starting to think that these people they aren't even human, right? Cause it's humanoids, man. They are among us. They live. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm gonna keep these shades on, cause it got me in that bag, in that they live bag, and I'm seeing past the bull crap. You watching commercials. They telling you how you need to live. Says who? Like marriage, they tell you, oh you need to get married. You need to have this paper to prove the love of said individual that you supposed to, you know what I'm saying, be one with, right? Says who? Not just that, they double down with it now, and they say, okay, well now, okay, you need to get you need to get a ring. You need to get a diamond ring to show this person you love them. Like for real, that's how you show your love, right? It's all hard. It's all bollocks, right? But people ain't smart enough to see through it. I mean, in 2026, and there's still people that ain't even this level of hit, right? This stuff I've been on anyway, but it's not about how long, because we all been blinded, and people still are blinded. You feel what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the jig isn't up. You feel what I'm saying? It's just up to with certain people. But they doubled down and even said like, yeah, it need to be a big one. You need to take 1/3 of you you know of whatever you make that year, save up for the ring and get that diamond for this so-called love of your life. This is what they telling you. This is what they telling people, and they buy into it. People doing it too. People have been doing it, especially when at first, because this is just the me. This is what they telling you to do. So you consume and you thinking, oh yeah, this is you buy into it. Oh yeah, this is how I pose. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And then what if that don't even? Y'all don't even go to the end of time. That's a whole nother thing. That's not even the point I'm bringing up. That's just something that just thought in my mind. Then y'all get divorced, and it's like you done did that for what? That's a sign like right there. Like man, you should be listen. Love should if you love this person, you can say what you need to buy this for that pro. You shouldn't even be demanding anything. You feel what I'm saying? Like a societal person thinking like they too good, you feel what I'm saying, for this, that, or they should be treated this way, but when they walk, you feel what I'm saying, whatever they step at, you feel what I'm saying, they leave a trail of destruction. Right? It rots. So they got a footprint, they got footprints of decay everywhere they walk. But they expect somebody to, oh, you need to worship me. You supposed to like what? Like how do you live with yourself? Do you know what you emitting out here? You feel what I'm saying? But see, they don't be understanding because they're around other motherfuckers that's like that, other mofos like that. So they don't see nothing wrong. It's like perfectly normal. You feel what I'm saying? So they in this world of ultra fakeness. You feel what I'm saying? Ultra superficialness, ultra delusion. You feel what I'm saying? And then when they get around certain individuals that's like Like, no, I don't. That ain't how I'm not. That ain't how I'm coming. They don't understand that. So, and then it gets weird for them too, because they knowing like you from they don't even take. They don't even know. They so slow. They don't know it at first. Like, oh damn, this person see me for who they is. Whether it's your home, whether it's a friend, a buddy of yours. You know what I'm saying? So typically they not even gonna have like a ultra superficial person, right? And when I say ultra, I mean ultra super. I ain't talking about a little superficial. You know what I'm saying? An ultra superficial person is not gonna be best friends or close friends with someone who's ultra conscious, right? Just ultra in tune. This is rarely gonna happen. This is not gonna be. Granted, you know how they say opposites attract. That's an opposite that can almost can't exist. That's like water and oil. You feel me? Like the oil just separates through the water like instantaneously. It's just a bad mixture. You understand that? I mean, if that is that making sense? I'm sure it will. You mean to the ones that's supposed to make sense to, which is the whole world, my whole tribe. That's how it's supposed to make sense, right? Like it's gonna be it's not gonna be it's just not gonna happen. Like yo, so typically like when they say birds of a feather, you feel what I'm saying? When they say birds of a feather flock together, like that's the truth. You feel what I'm saying? Like granted, like not saying like all freaks gonna be like hey, this freaky home girl. You feel what I'm saying? And you might be kind of you might not be as freaky as she is. You know what I mean? But y'all got similar ways of thinking. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all might like Shanny covered shovel clothes. You feel what I'm saying? With the similar way of thinking. You feel what I'm saying? Like so that y'all can rock with each other. But somebody's superficial, ultra superficial. Nobody's perfect because you can have it's levels to things. You can have a certain level of superficialness with you. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm talking about people that's embedded in this thing. They get blinded by like real life. You know, that's why I like to say like I live in real life, man. I'm not doing this, man. I'm not just like I'm talking. You know what I mean? Because I know my message is so deeper than what's popular, right? But I know it is got. You know what I'm saying? Because the right person, I'm gonna get around the right tribe, and then it's gonna. Once I get around it, it's gonna be like Voltron. I'm knowing this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying? But what I was saying is like, so it's not gonna happen. You ain't gonna have a ultra conscious two like peas in a pond. You feel what I'm saying? They so close. You know what I mean? A lot of times what happens is even like when you're younger, y'all gonna grow apart. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna grow apart. You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all can still love each other. But see, when you're young, you ain't even as conscious to certain. You ain't even aware like what's going on. Y'all got still child views about things, right? If views at all. You know what I mean? You might just be living in the goddamn moment. You just like this person's presence. You like to be around. You like to go over this person's house. You like this person's parents. The parents treat you like, you know what I mean? It could be like surface level things like that. But as you get older, things get more deeper. Things get more in depth. You know you start thinking. You know what I mean? Using your brain more. You feel what I'm saying? Things start to make more sense. You start seeing like, oh, this person do that. This person can't rock with me if they did this. You know what I mean? But when you're a child, a person could do something to you, or a so-called friend could do something to you, and you'll get over it in a blink of an eye. You feel me? You might be mad at that split second. You feel what I'm saying? For some moments, but you get over it quick. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they come at you with a little a makeshift apology or whatever for whatever they did. But back to the point, man. It just doesn't happen. You're not about to be no two people, you feel what I'm saying, that's on two different spectrums of consciousness is just not gonna happen. You too superficial, you operating too at a low vibe is you're not gonna be close. So I say all that to say is you're gonna have somebody that's even on the same, that's think just as low vibrational as you. You feel what I'm saying? That y'all gonna get, y'all gonna be, so y'all can bounce. So y'all have the same views, same ideas. That person gonna back you. You feel what I'm saying? Just like you gonna back them, cause y'all got the same conflicted views on what we call life, right? So this perpetuates, you feel what I'm saying, people delusion in their mind, you feel what I'm saying, perpetuates it, you feel what I'm saying? Because again, like I said, like a ultra conscious person that's going to think about yourself like, yo, this is how you think, like you did what? Oh, you did this because of huh? Because of what? That makes sense to you? It doesn't happen because now this person is mad because they don't want to hear you tell them the truth. You know, the truth hurts. You feel me? So they're gonna quickly get offended about you putting them in their place a lot of times. You see what I'm saying? So what I mean by so birds of a feather flock together. So now they can be stuck in this little conflicted delusion together. You feel me? And it's almost like it's nothing wrong. You know what I mean? They don't understand, and they so embedded in it. You feel what I'm saying? This is it's second nature to them. Like it's second nature. It's their life. You feel what I'm saying? Because somebody if you meet, nigga, I'll take it even back. You mean I'm gonna say your late 20s, you might give them a pass, right? All right. You still young, you know what I mean? But I mean, when I say late 20s, I'm talking about 27, 28, 29, on the verge of being 30. You meet somebody in their 30s, bro, and how they are, that's how they gonna be for the rest of their life. It's a cold chance in hell that you meet somebody in their 30s, right? And they're gonna change for the better. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this don't matter who, however. Like this could be for the better or worse. Meaning, if you find somebody and you deal with somebody in their 30s and they on some super high vibrational things, you know what I'm saying? They're eating healthy, they exercise. That's how this person gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? That's how this person is. That's the lane they found. That's how this person gonna be. You dig what I'm saying? Like that's how they're gonna be. Ain't gonna be no going back. They're gonna be so embedded into the lifestyle and the wave and the frequency that they on, that as soon as somebody low vibrational come, you feel what I'm saying, they gonna easily shed them off. Like you can't even, it's not even about to, you ain't even about to even reach them. You feel what I'm saying? Not that you can't, but like cause they already knowing, like, hold up, this is what I'm on, man. I'm eating healthy, you feel what I'm saying? You going to fast food restaurant, you not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not eating healthy, you feel what I'm saying? You ain't reading books. You ain't doing nothing of substance, but talking about people and talking about how everybody's against you. You feel what I'm saying? That person going to look at that like, oh yeah, you got to go that way. You feel what I'm saying? Same thing I'm going to tell them. You can say, go, you got to go. People ain't even about to be in my bubble. You can't even come to personal, my personal electric field. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably like 2 to 3 feet out. You ain't even you're not even going in. I don't want you touching me. I don't want no. I don't. You see what I'm saying? And this ain't like, this is not a bad thing. As if like, oh, I don't like this person, or it's just that like people like, no, yeah, stay over there. You know what I mean? Because things rub off on people, man. Like energy is real. Why I want to be around somebody? Why would you want to be around somebody so negative all the time? You just so negative all the time. You can't find nothing positive to say about nobody, or you just always, you know what I mean, or the majority of the time it's negative. I don't want to be in no crowds with people gossiping about people. That's why I be dolo. I mean, that's why people like, you know, I'm really a ghost. I mean, people don't know what's going on with me, and they're not. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care who you are. It's family that don't even know what's going on with me. This is for a reason. This is by design. Right? This is by design. As if I came up with this blueprint and planned it out. Like, no, I was just moving in the way. You feel what I'm saying? And then as I got older, you feel what I'm saying, I start realizing like, oh, the way I'm moving this is why. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not about to get let down by expectations of somebody. I mean, people. That's another thing. People. You'll mess up a whole situationship, you know what I'm saying, or whatever you want to call it, thinking that because you see something for this person, you know what I'm saying, be it great or you see something that you ain't got in you, you know what I'm saying, so you see the greatness in this person and you want them to act more in the way how you would if you possess what this person has. You dig what I'm saying? But you don't even know. You gotta ask yourself: Did this person even want to? Is that this person? You can't force somebody to be something that they don't want to be. Even if it's like great, even if it's something positive for you. You feel what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's what's for you. Like what's for you is for you. Just focus on yourself. You know what I mean? And your tribe. If you have control over that. And this is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about nobody in particular. This is just worldly views, man. I'm like a life coach for real. You know what I mean? I probably should have been a let me see. I'm gonna put my no, I ain't gonna put the shades on. Well, it's kind of cool because I want y'all to y'all can see what like maybe later. But let me see something. Let me see if y'all can see. Could y'all see that? See if y'all if you watching this far, like see what's on the shades, right? And then y'all can put in the comment. Oh, I know what you watching. You mean put it down there. You mean just a nice little. You feel what I'm saying? 3, 2, and 1. Boom. Anywho, I'm roasting. Let me roast. Let me roast. And what was the last thing I was just saying? Yeah, like I said, I know I was saying something about being a life coach. A lot of people don't even they can't look themselves in the mirror. They don't even like they can't be around themselves. You know what I'm saying? When y'all see it around, I'm by myself. Right? Only person I'm gonna be around is my kids. They're the only people that have like unsolicited access to me. You know what I'm saying? My oldest is 17. And my youngest is she'll be 5 in less than 2 weeks. Right? So them my guys, them my best friends, you know what I mean? Regardless of whatever flaw, ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? And what lack thereof, because it's not really no ups and downs to me. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's just experience. It's just experiences. Um, I'm more so leaning to, like they say that, and this is probably why my last video when I was shooting, you know what I mean, outside, it's about like 2 in the morning. Ain't no about. It was after 2 because I left out. It was after 3, about like 3:30 when I had me and my hound, which is my dog, my bully, Akira. But we left, and it's hold on, it's a time to feed it. Almost time, so y'all gonna see what time it is. I see this. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's the real time, so it's 8:16 real time, p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if I get some, I probably need more Pacific Standard or just people all over. You feel what I'm saying? West Coast. You need to tap in. I know it's a 3-hour differential, so it's probably 5 o'clock or you feel me? But I'm leaning towards like this being like assimilation, man. Like, do like I want to speak for myself because this is my simulation, right? Just like this is a simulation in my simulation, meaning that I'm so-called on the web, right? Talking to myself essentially, right? This is my simulation. So can I really die? Can I really commit a suicide? Can I jump off the, you feel what I'm saying? Off a tall building and splat? Right? Can I really? I don't know. I don't know about that, man. It's people that saying that they saying like, man, like you don't really pet, like if you get to a point where though you are like a near like a near life and death situation, you know how when like your life flash against your eyes. I mean, you just see your whole life just like, oh my goodness, you see it, right? Which is a real thing that happens, you know what I'm saying, in the brain, your cerebellum somehow. But they saying like if you do get to a point where as though you almost die, like you about to die in a certain timeline, you just jump to the next timeline where it didn't happen. Think about that. Now you gonna be thinking like, man, no, people die. Like I done lost people. Yeah, that's because you in your simulation. You gonna lose people around you, right? And it's because that it's supposed to have you thinking that this is real, right? Yeah, you gonna lose your mom, your dad. You feel what I'm saying? Your grandparents. Close friends, maybe a buddy, maybe classmates, whatever. Maybe a lover. You know what I'm saying? But they died from, well, they got killed off of your simulation. You didn't though, right? Like, look, I'm really stewing. I'm really stewing. And I'm gonna see. Oh, they probably not. They probably not gonna let me post this crap. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's too much gems. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so hopefully it let me do what I do. You feel what I'm saying? Anywho, yeah. So you just ship off like you been in a bad car accident. You feel what I'm saying? And was you was like maybe a near death experience. That's all near death experience. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you got injured real bad. You know what I'm saying? But probably in one timeline, like in the timeline before you jump, you shipped over and then barely made it. And so actually made it, but you barely made it. So you made it. You're alive. A couple timelines, that timeline that you just jumped from, no, you flatline. You was out of here. You checked out. But then you just boom, wow, and you keep on. It's almost almost like when you playing a game, them old school games, not even old school games, it's new games like that. I mean, right now I don't play the games. I basically use mine for hard drive, to be honest. But even back from the older games and the games that kids play now, you know what I'm saying? What they playing now, the Fortnites and stuff like that. When they die, they get whacked, they get scratched out, but then they respawn. You know what I mean? They playing Call of Duty. You know what I mean? I know grown men older than me. Call of Duty, do. You can be on there like that. And when somebody catch you slipping, snipe you out, or just get the drop on you, you feel what I'm saying, and get you out of there, you done. But you respawn, right? Then there's a timeline. Then they take it down. You counting down from 10 seconds. You be back. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. You feel what I'm saying? I just don't play it. It's not saying I'm not a fan or I am a fan of the COD. But I watch people play. I'm more of I want to be on the mic talking to the people. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how I am. You feel what I'm saying? So especially if you good, like if you like that, oh yeah, give me the mic, man. Let me talk to these people while you sitting here playing the game and putting that work in. You feel what I'm saying? But the point is, you respawn, then you come back. They be dropping these things, man. Not just in movies though, but even in, like I said in my video, that I did post that actually that they did post, because it let me the video. I feel like I just got to be more consistent. That's why I don't even care about what lack of people. Come on here. I ain't even about to say it no more. I'm talking to who I need to be talking to. Um, I had said something in my video earlier that I posted because when I tried to post that live that I was doing when I was on the court, it didn't post. But it let me say this is how I know it's wild. The little AI clip that it stripped from that was there. You know what I mean? So let me keep that a little short AI formulated joint. So meaning from that live video, AI takes it take little parts that it want to take or a certain part. You feel what I'm saying? And then run it, and then they let you see it and see if you want to save it. I saved that. but the whole video wasn't saved. I'm looking, I go to my live because it was live, and I don't never see it. And I'm like, what up? What? I saved it. I clicked save, and I'm clicking the post on the joint for it to just post, but it didn't do it. So I'm like, huh, right? I was pretty peculiar. It's pretty preposterous to me, right? But yeah, but there's just so many things that just like, and then I'm hearing what the scholars saying, people that's way more astute than I, you know what I mean, on certain topics, right? And they talk about some how they found like they're finding now how they that you can look into it. Like don't take nothing I'm saying with a grain of salt. I mean, just do your own due diligence. If you find it enlightening, go for it. How they finding like error correction codes, and let me break that down. In the universe, right? So just think of when you on your phone, right? Everybody's Androids these days. You can say don't even know it. You got your phone. You feel lost without your phone. You think you lost your phone. You know how I just feel like your heart just dropped, right? I've been there before. I left out a gig because I left my phone on the subway years ago. This was this was literally 20 years ago, almost 21 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? Like literally. Boom. Um, and like, mind you, I'm on the clock, and I'm like, oh my. Then it was I just got it, the new phone, new Android too, just got it. You know what I mean? But it wouldn't even matter, even if it was an old Android. You feel what I'm saying? That just made it worse. Like I just got it, left it on the train, went back. You feel what I'm saying? Probably some kids then got it. And I ain't take it to the level like, man, no, let me check your pockets. One of y'all got that phone. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do that. Let's just say, you know what? Let me go ahead. I just dipped. But I didn't stay on the. I was working at DTLR too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, over East, Church Square. You know what I'm saying? Can't make this up. And you know what? And the funny, cause the manager at that time, she looked at me and said, "Damn, like you gonna be that bothered? Like you gonna let that stop? You know your money?" Which is funny. She had a point, but it's like, nigga, I'm on the clock. I'm working. Y'all taxing this money. This ain't no money. You know what I mean? But she had a point though. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna say her name. I remember like I'll probably bring that story up one day. You feel what I'm saying? I see it. And but she had a point. Like cause I'm gonna get it back anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm gonna bother there. I'm gonna need the why I'm gonna stop the money because I can't function you know what I'm saying? Say all that to say, man. If you typing, auto correct. You typing out a word, the word might right out before you finish writing it out, or you spell something wrong. You know what I'm saying? The correct word might come up. You know what I'm saying? Why are they finding these things, deciphering these things in the universe? And you might say, well, how? How could they do it? Easy. If the world is ones and zeros, everything is mathematics. That don't make you think like that. Will always make me think when I'm like, how the world is mathematics? Them birds ain't saying 0, 0, 1, or even other numbers, 3, 9. Doug's barking. We talking. We ain't talking in cubic, which is ones and zeros. But the world says deeper than what we can grasp. So if the whole universe is everything is in mathematics, and you can find, you can measure, you know what I mean, you can detect things all with mathematics, right? Just like longitude, latitude, numbers. Now, granted, longitude, latitude, they is not, that's not cubic. Cubic is only ones and zeros. But see, that's the deeper, you know what I mean? That's the brain behind it. The bigger, that's the simulation that we in. That's got to tell you, like, yo, how? How is that even possible? But like I was speaking in that video, and if y'all want somebody watch this, you go back to that video I posted, because I posted it earlier today. when you realize how protons, neutrons, electrons, and all these things work, the matter and the atoms and everything. Like when you find out the uh, not propositions, but the characteristics of, well, yeah, you can say propositions. I believe, but the characteristics of these proponents, you feel me, and how they really act, that they actually have a intellect with them. They're actually intelligent. Meaning when you blink, when you close your eyes, like nothing's, the stuff you seeing right in your face right now is doing it completely something else. Like who knows what shape it is. There's a movie called Soul, and that might give you a kind of example. Like it's called Soul, and it was a soul running around, but it had no shape, no form. But it was something that you seen, right? So that's kind of how these things, are. You feel what I'm saying? And then we get programmed like the chips or whatever, like just like your house, the home you living in right now, the car you driving, right? I mean, the job that you go to every day, right? You're programmed with some type of program to keep you in line. You feel what I'm saying? So when you break the matrix, you break out this. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, things. What can I say? Like, I don't know. All right, it might seem more difficult, rather, or you might get looked at as an outcast because you actually get it, and and it's like the Matrix, like when Neo. It's like when he was, the more conscious he was getting, what I mean, understanding his power, and then starts to see things for what it really was. The agents start coming at him tenfold, like more than what they was. Like the more he, what I mean, he knew they had. It's like he couldn't keep him off his back, though. He had to whip him up. You feel me? You got to spat back, ha, ha, hoo. Kyra, come on, get down. Come on, come on, go sit down. Go sit down. You see what I'm doing? You see them? You see? And then she come on, go sit down. You keep getting closer and closer when I'm trying. Man, you see me stewing? But see, that's another thing too. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, that's another thing too. That was the positive part of it though. You know what I mean? I love you too. Um, he couldn't hold back. Like he couldn't. Like he had to kind of combat him, and you know basically take it to him. You know what I mean? But it was getting they was coming at him like full throttle. Like at first it might have been like little one, then the man was coming at him. Then now everybody's saying like, oh wait, he's getting too awakened. So they wanted to, you know, so that simulation, right? It becomes hostile to him, basically, right? And mind you, this is all my breakdown of it. It becomes more hostile to him, right? And there's another movie. I ain't gonna say similar to the Matrix, but it got a whole lot of truth in it. So it's called Inception, right? And I think who is it? I think Leonardo DiCaprio. Is it Matt Damon? Yeah, not Matt Damon. It's Leonardo DiCaprio. He playing it. When he go inside the mind, and he break into the person's subconscious, and then he start changing things to get whatever information, get changing people's ideas to something, or answer to a no from a yes, or a yes or a no. And to get a little deeper than that though, but once that conscious mind realize that you are foreign in the inside this, I want to say simulate. It was a simulation inside the mind, as far as inception. That conscious, right? That simulation, that simulated conscious, it gets hostile to him. So everything, is attacking him, and it's got to get him out, and it tries to like rid him, or silence them probably in real life. And it was a way that you can get stuck. You know what I mean? Like if you, it was something in that movie. If y'all go back and watch Inception, and it's a great movie. Like it aged well. It probably came out in early 2000s sometime. I can't remember what year it came out, but it was a dope movie. Might have came out like '05 or something like that. Something like that. '04. I don't know. Something like that. Movie is crazy, and it's so dope because there's so much truth in it. You know what I'm saying? Then when you watch it at a certain standpoint, like when you know, when you're enlightened, you can watch these movies with a different viewpoint. You feel what I'm saying? And then that would be a vantage point, and now you actually taking more gems than you did prior when you watched it XYZ amount of time ago. Same thing. That's why I started this talking about Beauty and the Beast. You know what I'm saying? Cause we be watching these things and we don't understand. Like we be getting the little surface level gems, but then you got to watch it. You know what I mean? When you get older, then you be like, damn, that's crazy. Even about Aladdin, right? The genie. You said you get 3 wishes. You know what I mean? You can. It was a couple. It was a couple. Stimulation that in the 3 wishes that you could ask for. Only when I remember. I maybe 2. I know one. I remember. I think one was ain't nobody back from the dead. If I'm not mistaken. I think that was one. But I could be wrong. That probably wasn't even one. But I definitely know the one. One of them was he couldn't ask for more wishes. Ask for anything you want. But then when he asked for when he would get his wishes, right? It was all like something was always off. You dig what I'm saying? Something was always off. Like it wasn't just like, oh, I got these. I'm getting what I got. What I want. Oh, this is easy. I ask for what I want and get it. Then he would get it, and then realize like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have asked for this or asked for it a better way. You know what I mean? It was just meaning you'll never be satisfied. You'll never get nothing that easy. If something come that easy, you better believe there's a stipulation attached to it, or even worse, right? You see, I'm cooking, man. I'm brewing. It's too bad that nobody wanna be chimed in. Like everybody should be watching this Shannon shit. Like it's so crazy that I ain't. You know what I mean? Wow, I'm deep. I'm deep as the abyss. Mm. But people don't get this. Even that grown people don't. They ain't. They can't. They don't get it. And that's why That's why I'm how I am. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't care how people view me. You know what I'm saying? I know how most people view me anyway. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Most positive. You know what I mean? But I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Like most, yeah, 90% of them is probably 95%. Like, cause they know the type of person I am. Like that. And I'm highly energetic. I'm always doing some positive things. You know what I'm saying? And I be in my own. I always did my own thing. I don't follow trends. I don't even follow entertainers. Go figure. I don't care about what they life contain because I know it's all fake. You got real people, you know what I mean? People who you know you might have went to school with. Oh, sorry, let me do this. Real people, you know what I'm saying? That you went to school with because it's a simulation. So these probably not even real people. It got to be. I'm gonna tell you this though. So people that's in their assimilation and they landed in jail, it's got to be. I ain't gonna say the dumbest, but this got to be crazy. Like you in assimilation, but then you did something and you let them take you. You let them imprison you. You got yourself in prison. Boy, man. I brother. Brother. Man. Yeah, but that's where I'm at. But I think everybody, anybody that you like, just like the people I might run into in my like, they're actually people, right? But they, just they're in their own simulation, not through minds. Like, this is just minds. They live in their own. Like, it's gonna be people that you're gonna run across, in the universe, in the world. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they actually people. Somebody that look just like that. Like how they say we all got our doppelganger. Like, it's people that they actually look like that. You know what I mean? They might got a bald head. They might got long hair. They might got locks. They might not. Like, you know what I mean? However, but as far as the appearance, like, it be them. Like in their simulation, they might run across me. You feel what I'm saying? A avatar, right? That looks like me. You feel what I'm saying? And acting in a way that probably I would act, or not far off from it. You feel what I'm saying? Or the polar opposite, because everything is not a polar opposite, too. You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? Man, yeah. Um, damn, I ain't. See, cause I'm roasting, like, and I feel it done. I just was wow. I'm really out putting out some good some great insight, right? Spectacular, like it's groundbreaking for real. Um, and all that just started from the Beauty and the Beast. I would get to how, like, Disney is corrupt. You know what I'm saying? From it, probably from its inception point, from the person who, and no pun intended, from the movie Inception. But yeah, man, damn, man, that's dope. I'm deep. I'm a deep brother. I'm deep like that, brother. Yeah, though. But all right, yeah. This was a trial run. Again, nobody came up on here to challenge me, right in real time, and that was one of the. That's kind of why I did it. That it was a number of reasons why I did this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna disclose, like, the the other several that I can think about. You know what I'm saying? But one of them, I didn't get that. I ain't getting no work. I ain't getting no. Y'all not stimulating my brain how I'm stimulating yours. You dig what I'm saying? If you just got the time to sit there and catch it. Um, I be wanting that live. You know what I mean? Boom. Like, put something. I'm reading it. I can. You feel what I'm saying? People, the couple people that got on here, they dip, but they ain't write nothing. Like, they scared the what you scared of, what you afraid of. I mean, even if you just say hi, what's up, brother? I think you're slow as hell, brother. Like, it can be negative. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to respond right off of that, though. Then you can leave. You know what I'm saying? But people, yeah, people knowing people be. I mean, or they might be shy because they don't might be the only one. They don't know, like, when people see things, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? People follow. You know what I mean? And it's sad that if it was 100 people on here, just say for chance, you know what I'm saying? That would bring another 100 people. Oh damn, why you got 100 people on that? Let me see what they talking about. Corny, like, it's weird that people be like that. This is and I'm gonna leave y'all with. I think it's unfortunate that people only want to hop on the bandwagon when you got motion. That's the most dumbest. Why do you want to? Why do you want to be? You supposed to be a part of the whole from inception. You know what I'm saying? Because then you stand out more when there's 1,000 people on here, because it's gonna be 1,000 at one point. You feel what I'm saying? When there's 1,000 people on here, you was one of them ones that was on here when it was less than 10, less than 5. And I always remember those individuals from that. You know what I mean? Opposed to when somebody famous to get the shine me that now, oh, now I'm getting all these people from over here, and now you want to come about like is now you just a regular person that, I guess so called want the information or whatnot. Or why they got that, why you be y'all wanna ride the wagon when you got motion. You supposed to be a part of the you supposed to be a part of the wave. You dig what I'm saying? Then when you're a part of the wave, because you might got something that you constructing, you feel what I'm saying, and trying to bring forth to the world. You feel what I'm saying? Now you're a part of my tribe, and I know from the jump. And then now everything, my resources is your resource. Now I'm just helping you. Now we helping lift each other up. But people don't think like that. Sad. It's unfortunate, but I mean, at the end of the day, this is my assimilation. So maybe I don't even want to say this, but yeah, I'm about to say, I mean, maybe I could say it was that. That's I can't. I definitely. I like to get on. I like to be on stuff that people not on. You know what I'm saying? That's something I'm so different. Like I was always like that since I could remember. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even like when everybody be on. Like I will stop watching a show, right? And this is me. This is not me talking out the side of my neck. I have stopped watching several shows because it got too popular. Only show I ain't the public ruin. I ain't let society ruin was the Game of Thrones. Not gonna lie. But Power, bro, I bought the first season before nobody was on. I seen a plug. Nah, let me get this. Caught it, but yeah, while the show was still cool, I bought the whole first season of Power. And they're asking me how many shows I seen since the first season of Power. I tell you, that many. How many seasons of Power is it now? Y'all, somebody will have to answer that because I literally don't know. That's how serious. So I'm so serious, right? And that's just one show. But then I'm talking about shows. Let me y'all with some shows that tap into. If anybody watched this to this entirety anyway. American Gods. Granted, I already said like Game of Thrones. That's already got popularity through the roof. So I'm not even going to bring that up. But if you ain't watched that, watch it. But American Gods is a slept on series that got a lot of gems on it. It's called American Gods. It's self-explanatory. You feel what I'm saying? Even though they be talking about worldly demigods, though, like people that actually exist, you gotta watch it. I had rewatched that show. It's like 3 seasons. I mean, go to it, watch the first season, watch a couple episodes. If you deep like that, like you'll like it. Another show, that maybe not as deep, but still a dope show. It's called C. I never heard nobody talk about this series. I think it came out on like Apple TV or Hulu or something. Like it's one of these which it comes like it was a exclusive law. You know what I mean? But I got a Fire Stick, and I gotta buy me a remote. I keep forgetting about that. Right? I keep forgetting about that. I gotta buy me a remote so I can finish. I mean, cause I got everything on my Fire Stick. Right? It's jailbroken. Like I should say prison broke because I don't gotta pay for nothing. Only thing I probably don't, and I probably can get it, but I just ain't. The only thing I don't watch is like pay-per-view. But all the new movies that came out, that's what all I cared about, and documentaries and stuff like that. Serious is whatever. Like I had access to it, like just like that. But yeah, it's called See, right? And the dude, I forget his name, but the dude, and yeah, I ain't even, I'm just saying, the dude that play on Aquaman, the dude that plays Aquaman, like he is the actor on Aquaman, him, he's on there. Check that out. Hey man, Badlands. I'm actually about to go back. I'm about to rewatch that. Badlands is serious. I'm about to. You like if you like action and adventure. You feel what I'm saying? Little kung pao, chop suey. I call it chop suey. It's karate movies. My lingo. Watch Badlands. I think it's about like 2 or 3 seasons of that. It'd be dope if they come out with a newer season, with a new season right now. They probably filming it. Now I'm thinking about it. Just like I'm 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 manifesting my tribe, thousands of people that's gonna come. You feel what I'm saying? And then, you know. But yeah, man. Yeah, the main reason I had one of the reasons is I can't even say the main reason, but it's up there in top three of to see if I got any type of, you feel what I'm saying, uh participation. You feel what I'm saying? And that is non-existent for whatever reason. So noo'dells. Chat, y'all be good, man. Get up out of here. Yeah, man. American Gods. That's a serious. Check it out if you need. Try and find something new to watch. You at work. You feel what I'm saying? You got one of them jobs you can just sit around. See. That's a serious. Um, Badlands. That's a serious. All three of them are serious, right? And all three of them, there's 2 to 3 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Or more. It might be more for Badlands. I can't even remember. I might definitely go back and watch that though. Yeah, man. Peace and blessings, man. A need for read. Read a book. You know what I mean? Let me see. And I hope they let me post this.